Hello everyone and welcome back to Jikook Magic, your home if you believe that some connections run too deep to be explained with words. Recently, Jimin shared a short video on his Instagram stories, and the impact was extraordinary. Not just because of the music, not just because of the dance challenge, but because of one simple line he wrote, "This is love." And as always, behind every gesture Jimin makes, there is warmth, sincerity, and yes, there is Jungkook. Today, we're going to dive deeper, not just into that video, but into the bond that continues to be a mystery, a comfort, and a hope for millions. The connection between Jimin and Jungkook. From the bright stage lights to the whispers behind the curtain, what's really going on? Let's begin this journey together. Jimin recently posted a short video to his Instagram stories that immediately caught people's attention. The video featured a YouTuber who works as a bus driver dancing joyfully to one of J-Hope's songs as part of a challenge. The mood was so cheerful and sincere. It was clear the man was truly enjoying the music and the moment he created. Above the video, Jimin wrote a short but powerful sentence, "This is love." That simple phrase carried deep meaning. It reflected how much Jimin values sincerity and the pure joy of being in the moment. The bus driver, touched by Jimin's attention, responded with a heartfelt message. "Now the world sees me because you were the first to see me." This kind of response is not new when it comes to Jimin. He has a rare gift for truly seeing people, for making them feel acknowledged and valued. This isn't something he only does for fans. It's something he extends to his coworkers and those closest to him. And one of those people is Jungkook. There are countless subtle details that show just how close they are. In a recent interview, it was revealed that the first people to hear J-Hope's new track were Jimin and Jungkook. That wasn't a coincidence. It showed a deep level of trust, connection, and how much their opinions matter to Hobi. Gestures like that speak volumes, more than words ever could. Jimin and Jungkook have been incredibly close for years, both professionally and personally. They spend time together, support each other, and often need only a glance to understand what the other is feeling. Their relationship feels natural, deep, and built on years of shared experiences, respect, and constant care. But not everyone treats them fairly. Once, a video surfaced showing them playfully interacting. But the video was taken out of context. Jimin was accused of being harsh for what was seen as a slap, when in reality, it was just part of their light-hearted, joking dynamic. Anyone who has followed them for years knows, this is how they've always been. They push each other, laugh together, and even roughhouse a bit. Jungkook never looked upset. In fact, he was smiling as usual. Yet, some people deliberately used that moment to attack Jimin. They were upset that Jimin and Jungkook filmed the second season of Are You Sure? Without Taeyoung. This sparked controversy within the fandom, and some tried to drag Jimin down for various reasons. But the truth remains, between Jimin and Jungkook, there is deep trust, genuine warmth, and sincere care. They support each other's projects and protect their bond without needing to explain it to anyone. Their affection is obvious, during live broadcasts, behind the scenes, even in silence. They've built a safe space for each other, where they can just be themselves without fear of being misunderstood by those who don't truly know them. Sadly, many people are still not ready to accept the level of intimacy they share. For some, such tenderness and closeness feels threatening, because it defies rigid, conventional definitions of relationships. But Jimin and Jungkook keep moving forward. They don't need anyone's approval to keep sharing music, time, or life. Every step they take together only strengthens a bond that may not be visible to all, but is deeply cherished by those who understand it. Their relationship is more than just friendship or professional collaboration. It's a connection that has matured over time and survived rumors, scrutiny, and misinterpretations. A few days ago, BTS went live together. As always, social media was flooded with comments, theories, and interpretations, some accurate, many not. Once again, people tried to question the closeness between Jimin and Jungkook. One of the most talked about moments from the live stream was when Suga praised Jimin's vocal technique. When Jimin asked when he'd heard him sing, Suga replied that he heard it during a visit to Jimin's house, where Jimin had sung while playing the guitar. The moment was described as romantic, in a playful and warm context, not overtly. Still, netizens had a lot to say. Some questioned the story's authenticity, others asked why Jimin didn't remember. But the real focus of their doubts wasn't the story, it was Jungkook's place in the dynamic. Ironically, when Jimin spends time with other members like Namjoon or Jin, no one questions anything. But whenever he's with Jungkook, suddenly everything becomes suspicious. Yet, their closeness is nothing new. They've always shared a bond where glances speak volumes, and comfort flows wordlessly. Right now, Jungkook is working on new recordings for Are You Sure? And his energy is unmistakable. They've collaborated before, and they'll keep doing it. Instead of constantly doubting their every interaction, maybe the most honest thing we can do is accept what's real. Their relationship goes beyond words. It's seen in body language, in the way they protect each other in public, in the unspoken signals they exchange. Even after completing their military service, they continue to show that their connection remains strong. They've faced all kinds of rumors and attacks, but they never waver in standing beside each other. Even other BTS members acknowledge this closeness. Jokes made during live streams aren't secret jabs. They're genuine recognitions of something real, something long known within the group. What sets Jikook apart is the intensity and depth of their connection. There's trust, warmth, and a unique kind of closeness that defies explanation. Without needing an official statement, what they show is already more than enough. More than words, what defines their relationship is a series of constant, quiet movements, a silent choreography they've mastered over time. When Jimin enters the studio, Jungkook instinctively adjusts his posture. A tilt of the shoulder, a gentle touch, or thumbs brushing. Everything flows naturally, like breathing. In rehearsals, even with cameras and mics around, the pattern remains. Jimin adjusts Jungkook's hat, Jungkook fixes his in-ear monitor. They respond to each other without being asked, as if synced by an invisible thread they've woven day by day. Even in small backstage moments, when Jimin sits and Jungkook massages his shoulders, or when Jimin blows away white paint from Jungkook's bangs, nothing is overdone. It's not for the cameras, it's for each other. Behind the scenes, when rehearsal screens go dark, their communication becomes simple. A gentle nudge, a small nod, an unspoken promise to keep going together. This is a dynamic born of time, trust, and a kind of love that doesn't need explanation. In a world obsessed with proof and clarification, Jimin and Jungkook have never tried to explain anything, because maybe they don't need to. They don't live to validate theories or respond to speculation. They exist for each other, in silence, in laughter, in hard work, and in every little moment only they truly understand. When the world tries to tear them apart, they grow even stronger together. And maybe that's where the magic lies, that love, in any form, doesn't always have to be shouted. Sometimes, it just needs to be felt. Thank you for watching, and for continuing to believe in a story told not just through words, but through gestures. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we'll keep following this journey, 1 second, 1 glance, 1 breath in the eternity of Jikook. See you in the next video, where love isn't always explained, but always felt.